Hi guys, welcome to today's video. We have a special one today. I am doing a virtual collab with my friend Beth from Make It or Bake It with Beth. We have decided on Christmas lasagna. That is this beautiful piece of heaven right here. I made mine earlier today, just cut it up and I put it on this little mini plate. Beth is a fellow YouTuber. She does not do mukbang. She does cooking and baking, like reviews, just recipes, that kind of stuff. If you guys don't know who she is, if you want some simple, like easy recipes and like good and honest opinions, things that you can swap in and out of recipes, she's your gal. I've definitely watched a few videos. She actually did one last week. It was like cheeseburger spring rolls or something like that. Cheeseburger egg rolls. She kept messing it up too. And now I can't remember, but it looks so good. I'm definitely going to try that recipe. You guys should go over to her channel, see what she's cooking up, check out some of her old recipes. She is has become a very close friend of mine. We chat a few times a week, and I just love her. She just has so much personality, and she's so caring and comforting. So yeah, go check her out. But yeah, so we decided to do this Christmas lasagna. I have been a little bit skeptical, mostly because there's mint in this. I instantly knew that I wanted to do it when I saw it. It looked absolutely delicious, and the ingredients, I'll show you guys what's in it. The bottom layer is a shortbread cookie that is like dyed red. So I put that in the oven first. I cooked it up. The second layer is a no-bake cheesecake filling, and it's actually mint flavored. Because usually with cheesecake you would add a little bit of vanilla. This one you put a little bit of mint in. The amount of mint, just because I know that I've like baked with mint before, like peppermint extract, I should say, is that it is super powerful. Even if you just put a little bit in, it called for a full teaspoon, and I didn't really want to mess with the recipe too much because I'll tell you guys, but I had to mess with it. So anyways, it's peppermint, cream cheese. Wow, sorry. The third layer, which is the green layer that you guys can see, mine is a vanilla pudding with green dye in it, but it does call for white chocolate pudding. My town is literally out of sprinkles, red and white sprinkles, and they're out of chocolate. I'm not kidding you. I've gone everywhere. Everywhere. These M&Ms on the top are literally from an M&M bag. Like, I picked out the green and the red ones. So that's that layer, and then there is a thin top layer, and it is just Cool Whip on top. I am ready to taste test this. There's marshmallows and mini M&Ms on top. I think it's just going to taste minty, to be quite honest, and like at winter, like in the Christmas time, I'm so hungry, which is why I'm stuttering. Sorry, guys. I'm like so excited to like try it. Minty. Mmm. What a weird combination of things that works so well. Oh, I really like that. Oh, yay, Beth, we picked a good one. I hope your family enjoys it. Mine hasn't had any yet. They're all waiting till after dinner. This tray of goodies is my dinner. Mmm. Mm-hmm. I would definitely make this again. Maybe not use all of the extract that they ask you to use. But it could taste different with the right pudding. And I was so bummed out that I couldn't find the right pudding. So I just grabbed vanilla, which I figured would be pretty good too. I think I would use my shortbread recipe for the bottom layer if I were to do this again, or just because I do bake, and I know Beth, like you do too, and we're always trying to make things a little bit better. These are just the changes that maybe I would do. But this is really good. Even just followed the recipe with my little change of the vanilla pudding. This is good. Mm-hmm. Yay, girl, we did it. Hot chocolate. It's kind of in a festive-y. You guys like my sweater? I think I wore it last year too. I just thought I'd go full festive tonight with you guys. I wanted to sit down near our fireplace. My words are not coming out okay tonight. But the dogs were running around. I was like, I'll go upstairs. It was also, because I knew I was baking that, I went out and got some other baking stuff that I really, really wanted to try. I mean, Rice Krispie Squares. Especially when they have the holiday Rice Krispies. Like, you just have to make them, basically. So I got some of those to snack on with you guys. This is called Christmas Crack. Well, that was what it was called when I found it on Pinterest. I was looking for it, but I didn't know what it was called. And it is, a lot of you guys have probably seen this before. It's literally soda crackers. It's like saltine crackers with, like toffee and chocolate. And the toffee, you make it. Like, you lay the crackers down, you boil a cup of butter and a cup of brown sugar together. You pour it on top. It just does like this whole like wonderful Christmassy crack thing. And it's so good. It tastes like a Score bar. If any of you guys have had a Score chocolate bar before. And lastly, I just made jello. But I added whip. When you put like Cool Whip into jello, like fully together, and then it separates. So it actually makes like a nice light like mousse on the top. And it's so good. This is raspberry. I intended to pull out the strawberry, but didn't. I accidentally pulled out the raspberry, but that's fine too because I love raspberry jello. So I just have like a tray of goodies. Super delish. But this lasagna though, Beth, I hope you had fun making it. It was definitely, I've never made like my thumb is really sore today. And the cookie is really hard, which is why I feel like I would make my own. And it's not burnt. I could have definitely put too much of something in. I've never made a, like, dessert lasagna before, which I think was, like, super intriguing to me to, like, try it. I think this would also, if you guys don't like mint, I would just put the vanilla in. Like, just put vanilla extract in instead of the mint, and you could just have it, like, regular, because this is... The combination of the things together are really, really well. Together. Sorry. The cookie is really good. That cream cheese, though. It was like cream cheese, Cool Whip. What do you guys bake during the holiday season, or do you do any baking? This is definitely was like the first day that I've done any like actual like holiday baking, but usually like the week before Christmas, I'm like in my kitchen like every night baking something, shortbread or like peanut butter balls. There's like marshmallow fluff on the top of this, and it's completely like, it's like corked the top of my mug. Jacob loves Rice Krispies. The marshmallow is gonna be all over my face. And I always add a little bit of vanilla to the marshmallows. I'm in heaven right now. I'm gonna have a sugar rush in like an hour. Or I should say crash. The 3 things that I made. Well, I made this too. This is a little bit more time consuming, but these 3 things are 3 of the fastest things that you can make for like a quick dessert. And I feel like they'll always be a hit. Like, when I used to make this when I was younger and take it to like my dad's, well, I think I only did it a couple times, but I did it a few times for something else. Just buy clear plastic cups, and you just like pour like little bits of portions in, and it's so perfect. These are like obviously like my glass dishes for desserts, but it's definitely for kids especially a party pleaser. Ooh, the jello could have set a little bit longer maybe, but it's still wiggly. I'm interested to watch Beth's video on how she made it. If she was able to keep it so like tight to the recipe. Honestly though, the struggle was real trying to find sprinkles or even these M&Ms. I just found them this morning before I started baking. I was like, you know what? I'm going to walk to the grocery store. Like, I've got all day. I'm going to check a couple places. And then I happened to find at the bulk barn, they had some M&Ms left. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get a small scoop. And then I'm going to, like, pick out the green and the red ones. And that worked out great. I think it's more of a decorative. Gosh, raspberry jello is like my favorite. I'm hoping to do more baking videos. Marshmallow pull. A girl that I work with, her and I have been trying to find like rice cakes, but not like rice cakes like the chips, like rice cakes like what mukbangers eat, if that makes sense to like anyone. And they're like non-existent in our town. So if anybody knows, like in like if you're in Canada or in Ontario where you can buy them, I know someone's gonna be like, yeah, like the Asian market. And it's like, I know that, but we don't have one in my town. If one of the grocery store chains carries them, and maybe I'm just missing it. I can't even get to the hot chocolate. It's completely barricaded in. There we go. Jacob, I was like, hey, because he started making himself a hot chocolate too. I was like, hey, can you grab me a mug out for my Christmas video? And he grabbed me a Christmas mug. I was like, thanks, buddy. And it was on the top shelf, so I couldn't reach it. But he's like taller than me now, so it's his job to reach up high for me. I wish I could send you guys all some of this because all of this is delightful. It's so stuck to my teeth. Yes, I've never really made a dessert lasagna before, but I'm definitely interested to see what other kinds of like recipes are like out there in the dessert lasagna, world. Oh my gosh, I think I'm having too much sugar. It's just such a soft top, and then in order to like cut through the cookie, last bite of lasagna. I don't think I can eat anymore. Highly recommend. Like I said though, that mint, just a little bit less, would do so much wonders for it. Sorry, did I already tell you guys the story about this Christmas sweater and the embarrassing family photos that I had to get, that got taken while I was wearing it? I'm pretty sure I already have told you guys, but for those of you that haven't heard it, I'll embarrass myself just like one more time for you guys. Excuse me. I really want... So a few years ago, my family gets together on my dad's side. We're really big. Like, we don't, like, technically really fit into a house at Christmas time. We usually go to the church, like, gymnasium or something like that. And this particular year, like, my grandmother was getting up in age. She has passed since this. So they wanted to take, like, these family photos. no one told me. And like, you know what I mean? Like I just said, like we were going to a church. So like typically we would, like we dress up like it's Christmas dinner. And you know what? This year I was like, like we're in a gym. I just got this really cool sweater. I'm not dressing up. I'm going to wear jeans. I'm going to wear the shirt. I'm going to be comfy. Like we always have so much fun. I always wear like dress pants and a nice blouse and then I end up playing like basketball with the kids. So I'm like, no, like this year I'm just going to dress comfy. And then I get there and they're like, yeah, we're going to take some photos. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? And I didn't have anything on underneath of it. I just had like a camisole. So it's not like I could just take off my sweater and just take the pictures with my family. And there's too many people in my family, or I would show you guys the picture because I just didn't want to I don't want to show everybody. But there's like my cousins who are like younger than me because we like my brothers and sisters, we're like the older of all the cousins. So they're like younger, and at this point they're like teenagers. They're wearing like these really nice dresses. They got their heels on. Their hair is done beautifully. And they're all like down at like one end. And like clearly my family did not get the memo. And we're down at the other end. And mind you, like my sisters-in-laws did not look bad. But we're like down at the other end. And it's like me wearing this sweater, which is so embarrassing. And like, I don't know, my sister was wearing something outrageous too. And it was like, okay, like maybe could have someone just like given us a memo, please? Like, I know there's so many of us, but someone should have said, hey, we might be taking pictures. So there's photos of them. My beautiful family. And me. In a Marvel character Christmas sweater. And then, of course, it was like all the granddaughters. So then we all like get behind my grandmother in her chair. It's like the matriarch of my family. And we're all standing around her. And my cousins look like supermodels. And I'm like, I know it's like not super embarrassing. But like to me at the time. And trust me, if you saw the photo, if you actually go back far enough on my one Instagram, I'm sure I posted it, but so now every time I go to a family function, I dress like, I'm like, no way, and I'll bring like a hoodie and stuff and I'll keep it in the car in case I can change, but I'm like, and my aunts make fun of me too. They're like, oh, you're dressed really nice. Is it in case we have pictures? I'm like, it's funny, but also very traumatizing. Oh. I don't think I can eat any more sugar. I know you guys can't like really super see it. But I use my Christmas tray too. Super cute. I know. Anyways. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me and having some treats. Beth, thank you for collabing with me. Thanks for asking me. Super duper appreciate it. I love to bake. Beth loves to bake. So this was just, we have been talking about doing a baking one. I'm for sure, I know we'll do more in the future. We'll do all kinds of different baking stuff. Maybe at like every holiday we'll get together and do a baking. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but like, we should do that. Anyways, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. This is called Christmas lasagna. If you're looking it up online, I can leave a link to the recipe too down below on my Pinterest. The Christmas crack as well is just a recipe I found on Pinterest. But yeah, super delightful, super delicious. I'm super high on sugar right now. Love this. Thank you guys. Go check out Beth. She is such a doll. She's such a sweetheart. And I'm happy to have her in my life. So I'm super appreciative that she asked me to do this with her. I will see you guys in the next video. I don't know what I'm doing yet for it, but I will see you then. Okay, bye.